Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and to a perfect illustration as to why riding throughout the year is a good idea. Because look at this day. Dry roads, sun's out, temperature is lovely. Why wouldn't you come for a ride on a day like today? So I've set a twisty route to the coast on the Zumo XT as opposed to Kelimoto, because Kelimoto does it perfectly, it's brilliant. But I'm aware of the fact that this Garmin Zumo also has a similar function for the twisty routes, so I thought I'd give it a go and see how it compares. Going around bends on dry roads, so nice, so nice. Look at that, getting a nice bit of lean on in the winter. That does not happen often. Oh, Garmin, you have come out fighting. This is a brilliant little route. And this is a different route, incidentally, to when I've done a twisty Kelimoto route to the same destination. So that's quite good as well. I've never been on this road before. I have little to no idea where I am. I'm lost. Oh, hang on, what's that? Newham Hall. Nope, never heard of it. It's not unusual for me to be lost, by the way. I have an absolutely awful sense of direction. Like I just don't have a sense of direction. Which means that when I'm out, it's always exciting because everywhere's new. Even if I've been there 100 times, it's like I've never seen it before in my life. That's why in my videos you'll notice that there is always a sat nav on, because if not, I'll be lost. That's why we have sat nav. It's for numpties like me who never bothered developing a sense of direction. My wife despairs. I'll come out of my own house and be lost in under a minute. I'll be asking her, which way are we going? Where are we going? Which way have we got to go? Is it that road? Is it that one? And she'll just be shaking her head and looking at me going, are you absolutely serious? How can you be lost now? But hey, it's a talent. I've taken to measuring the length of my rides recently, each ride individually, because I am going to confess, having read that, Nope, I didn't read it. Having ridden that electric bike that I rode, the Energica Ava Rebelli, I can't stop thinking about it. It was just so different and so good. I've kind of got it half in the back of my head that I just wonder, could I live with a bike? There's no way it could be my only bike. I love the petrol bikes too much, but I also love that, and it was something different, and I just wonder, could I live with it? Would it fit into my riding sort of life? I've just been resetting my trips before each ride just to see roughly how long are my average rides that I do. So for instance, today, taking a ride out to the coast, which I do quite often. I think it's about 23 miles from my house to this particular part of the coast I'm going to. So, well, actually I've been riding trip one. So far I've done 29.8 miles, so 30 miles. Obviously I'm not there yet, and I've probably still got another maybe 10 miles, so let's say 40 miles. 40 miles there, 40 miles back, that still leaves 40 miles of range, if you sort of assume 120 mile range on the Ava Rebelli. That's doable. That's leaving my house, going and doing the ride that I would normally do, including having 40 miles of, you know, scratching about and diversions and doing what I want to do, and getting back home again without having to stop and charge at all. And if I was out on a longer ride, you know, that was going to be you know, a few hours or more, then I'd probably be trying to work some sort of little break into that at some point anyway. At which point I could top up the charge on a bike. So far on the roads that I've done since rides, I can't talk today. So far on the rides that I've done since riding that Eva Rebelli, yeah, I wouldn't have had to have adapted my rides at all. At all. Anyway, it's rattling round in the back of my head. Plenty of people out walking today, and I don't blame them, apart from they haven't got an engine and two wheels. I have. Whee! This isn't dissimilar to a spring day. Right, Piggyot, you will be dispatched. Toodle pip, old bean. Yes. A couple of people, one of them being my wife, have suggested that I need to blur out my speedo on occasions. And they're probably right, because it doesn't record the actual speed that I'm doing. It does tend to record a couple of miles an hour over. Sometimes up to 20 miles an hour over, I think. Yes, it's a faulty speedo. But they're probably right. I don't want to give the police the wrong idea of my speeds. Yes. Sometimes when I'm pootling along at 30, it's recording speeds which are actually illegal. Which of course I would never do. Unless I was on a private road, of course. Which I am a lot of the time. Oh, I'm not sitting behind a Fiat 500. Oh, this has been a most enjoyable ride. Slow written on the road. Which apparently, I didn't realise this, but apparently they write slow on the road when they want you to go fast. Oh, look how fast they want me to go. Very irresponsible, Stephen. Shouldn't say things like that. I know. But I don't tell you what to do, so you don't tell me what to do. That's the deal. Well, I don't know how much battery power I've got left on my GoPro, so I'm going to say at this stage, even though we may carry on riding, I'm going to say at this stage, if you have been on this ride with me and you've enjoyed my ramblings, then why not hit the like button? Hey, what a good idea. I would. And I shall see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. You are an incredibly nice person. I don't care what anyone says about you. Bye.